BDSM or CSM. Just know I'm going to talk about it quite explicitly. If this is where you need to jump off, cool, thank you for being here. So, this weekend, a couple of people were using Grok to undress minors on the internet. For me, this was a perfect example of, hey, look at this thing that is causing harm. And then after having a think about it, after mulling about it, after watching, unfortunately, a lot of musicians, a lot of artists who were talking about generative AI and they're still being ambivalent about it, this made me realize, oh, I understand why it feels like we're talking in circles. Because the people who are completely anti-AI, the people who realize the issues with it wholly, it's people who are marginalized. It's people who are the victims of this. It's people who are going to be harmed by this. That's why the skill up person was like, oh, I just feel like I can't connect to this conversation because you cannot connect to these victims. And you know what? That's a bold thing for me to say. Like, I'm essentially accusing these people of being CSM sympathizers. But I'm like, if you can't even bring up these ethical issues when you make your arguments, and I get it, I'm comparing gaming to Twitter or X or whatever, like, it is sort of apples and bananas, but it's not. It's the same thing. Like, something that won't actively recognize slavery, that won't actively recognize the harm it does to marginalized people. You want that in your game. Or you're okay with that in your game. You're okay with that in your content as long as it's not slop. Anyone who is ambivalent to AI, either knowingly or unknowingly, doesn't have a moral compass. And I said it. If you can't sympathise with the fact that there are people who have been mentally harmed by this, you can't sympathise with the fact that there are people's livelihoods that are being stolen by this program, that you cannot accept the fact that this is using slavery, this is like draining water and is causing bills to go up, this is causing people to get cancer. Like, if I say that to you and you think I'm being a whiny bitch, then that says more about you than it does about me. If you can't sit there and just think for a little bit, hey, this causes a lot of harm in all settings, even in admin settings. Let's be honest here. Let's actually even break this down. Who is mainly doing the admin for a lot of these jobs?